Else.
Gunman Boxing, the baddest boxing channel in the UK. I am here with the CEO, the Don Dada, the man that you want on the ball when you're 4th down and 10, the man that you want on the ball when you're 1-0 down and it's a 94th minute. This is the CEO, this is Frank Smith, CEO of Matchroom. How you doing, my G?
I'm good. I'm not sure you want me on the ball in the 94th minute when you're 1-0 down, to be honest. I'm not sure I'll be getting that goal you need.
Listen, I just watched a Netflix documentary. I tucked into a few episodes. Eddie Hearn went to school in a limo. That brother must have got loads of honeys, you know what I mean? Like, how you go to school in a limo? If I was going to school in a limo, I'd have more girlfriends. Oh, mate.
Mate, if I was going to school in a limo, I wouldn't be here today. Let's be honest. I'd still be driving around in a limo. I don't know. No, he had a nice little upbringing, didn't he?
Yeah, mate. That's a seriously good look. I mean, like Matchroom Boxing, you guys are moving like Grant and Phil, and the rest of the promoters are moving like Ian Bill. Like, you're absolutely taking over. The shows are great. Everything is fantastic. Everything is crisp. Let's start with this one. So we've got Conway Liddard. This is one for the purists, right? Who do you fancy to win?
I mean, we promote both guys. It's a 50-50 fight. You got one guy in Kieran Conway, much more experienced, been in there in the big fights over the years. But George Liddard believes in himself. He believes now's the right time to take this fight. I've got to be honest with you, Gunman. Some of those lines you came up with, do you come up with them before? Like the Phil and Grant thing with Ian Bill. Sensational. No. I'm more interested in that than talking about boxing.
No, listen, I tell you what, Ben Whittaker, let's go on about Ben Whittaker. You guys, he's asked, show me the papers.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said. I love the promo. So his first fight, you got to be excited. How big was that for you guys to get that brother's signature?
100%. I've said it time and time again. He has the potential in the sport to be a global superstar. You know, both inside, outside the ring. He's a brilliant fighter, and I don't think you've seen the best of Ben Whittaker yet. And I think you will do. You know, for us, it's about building the momentum that he's never had. He's going to have 4 fights in 14 months. He's back out November 29th. Do not miss this journey, because that guy is going all the way to the top of the sport. It was an important signing for us to get, and one that we pushed hard for, because we know just what he can and will do.
Here's a good question for you. What were Boxer not doing that you guys are going to do for him?
I'm not going to down. All I can say is I believe we're the best at what we do, right? So I'm not going to sit and downplay what other people do. You know, I've said it to him. I said it to Ben when I was with him. If Boxer would have delivered for him, he never would have left.
Yeah.
He still would have been there.
Yeah.
Like, that's natural. You know, if they would have done a great job for him, he wouldn't have left. You know, we had him at that promo day. I just think our vision and everything we do aligns with what he wants from the sport. Again, he has the potential to be a global superstar of the sport, and with us he will. He will go all the way to the top, and I'm excited about the journey. We've been lucky enough over the years to work with some of the best fighters, you know, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Mate, and he is fun to watch, man. I mean, like, normally his defence is, you know, tighter than OJ Simpson's. It's like a Mourinho Chelsea type defence. You know, he's always social distancing, that brother. He hardly ever gets hit. But in his last fight, we saw him a little different side of him. You know what I mean? If you could get his heat map in his last fight against Cameron, it was wherever the opponent went. Do you know what I mean? His heat map was wherever the opponent went. He tracked him down, and then he found him like he was Google Waze, and then he just broke him up. You know what I mean? And got the victory. Do you think we're going to see a different side of Ben Whittaker under Matchroom? Will he be the flamboyant showboater, or is he going to be more down to the business and taking people out?
I think he's got everything, and that's why I say he can do any of it. He can go in there, be that flamboyant showboater, but he can deliver knockout finishes. You know, and I think you're just going to see so many improvements with him, especially under Andy Lee as well. Yeah. I think him and Andy Lee together are going to be sensational.
Yeah,
pairing.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, and that's you're just going to keep seeing great nights from him. And like I say, the levels this man can get to, I'm so excited about the signing.
You must be absolutely buzzing, because he's got everything. He's got the full package. Do you know what I mean? He's got the full package.
It's an easy job. Like, the reality is, when you work with someone like that, it's an easy job.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
You know, love him, hate him, you're going to watch him.
Easy work. It's a bit like our interview, really.
Exactly.
We just sit down, we just chill out.
Exactly.
I
wish we could.
haven't got any script or anything. I just talk. You know, just sit here, talk some shit, and people like it.
I love it. I'm all about it. I'm going to start watching more of your interviews.
No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And let's get on to AJ, Anthony Joshua. There's rumours about him fighting in Africa. True or false?
False at the minute, because nothing's done.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of offers. AJ, as I said so many times, is the biggest commercial star in the sport. if you want to make money in the heavyweight division, fight Anthony Joshua. But nothing's done yet. Nothing's done yet. There's talks of, Ghana, Nigeria. Obviously there's the big fights as well, that, the likes of the Tyson Fury fights. We shall see. We'll see where we fall. But AJ has got sort of the world at his feet. Everyone, if you want to make money, you get in there with AJ.
Yeah, he had a rematch clause in with Dubois, didn't he? And is he going to be just completely avoiding that from now on, staying away from that?
He had the option, but he wasn't fit. He wasn't 100%. It's the most important part of his career. Whatever decision and whatever route he goes now is the most important decision he's going to make. And there's no point going into a fight when you're not ready.
Yeah.
He's made enough money in the sport. He's done enough in the sport. He doesn't need to rush back into something. He's a bigger star than Daniel Dubois. And there's no disrespect to Daniel Dubois, will ever be. So it's really on AJ's terms.
Yeah.
So it was just not the right time.
Yeah.
But we will see Anthony Joshua back out in big fights. 2026 is going to.
Can't wait. Listen, my brother, you've dragged me to Sheffield last weekend. You guys had a show in. You guys had a show. You guys had a show in Philadelphia. Monte Carlo, another show. Like, you guys are just taking this game to the max, like Pepsi. You know what I mean? Like one of them ones, absolutely killing it. We're at York Hall, the home of British boxing this week. Ben Whittaker coming up. It's insane. I saw someone ask you a question about would you do a show in India the other day, or would you take it just like somewhere really remote, like Hawaii or Jamaica? Could you do something like that?
I once got asked if I'd do a show in Wakanda, in the film, and I to be honest, I said yes, and everyone then thought I thought Wakanda was a real place. But I would do it if Wakanda's real. I'm doing a show there.
Yeah,
I would do a show anyway.
Yeah.
Our job is to make the sport of boxing global. And that's what we will do. We'll continue to grow and build the sport to a whole new level.
Yeah, listen, big up yourself, my brother. You are absolutely smashing it. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, mate, like Grant and Phil, but just don't be like Ian Bill. You know what I mean? Exactly. One of them ones. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I agree with you. No Ian Bill around here.
You don't be scratching yourself about Ian Bill. Thank you very much, my man. Always a pleasure. Never a chore. Keep on doing what you're doing. CEO, aka Real Bad Man. This is Frank Smith.
Real bad man.
Can I get a big up to Gunman Boxing before I bounce?
Big up to Gunman Boxing before I bounce. No, you didn't want the second bit.
Yeah, I did want that. No safety catch, no silencer, no infrared. Thank you very much.